So, Doctor Who's not coming back at Christmas. I'm not mad that Doctor Who's on pause or on rest. I'm just frustrated that this gives ammunition to the most obnoxious people on YouTube to say, oh, you see, Doctor Who didn't work because there was a black man, or a gay black man, or there was a gay showrunner. They're going to say and push this kind of stuff because that's what they do. That's how they make their money. But the worst thing is, now that there's a correlation, not a causation, but a correlation, those two things happened at the same time. We may not see another doctor of color or another queer doctor for a very, very long time. And that's something that does make me sad, because representation matters. I did not like the 13th Doctor's era, but it was very important for me, because when she became the Doctor, I had this anger towards her, and I didn't really understand why, until I realized years later what it was I was mad that the Doctor could change, be a woman, but I couldn't. Well, I mean, that gave me the impetus and the drive later on to realize, oh, wait a minute, I can. Whether it just be in the eyes of the less progressive, just a trans woman. But you know what? It's fine. But representation matters. And I know that there are lots of little black children who may have queerness in them, because I have a few black trans friends, and they've told me that their home life was rough, and that predominantly, it's not always, but predominantly, a lot of black families are less accepting of queerness. And so that must have been a monumental thing for some of those kids to see. And representation is important. I mean, it is. Now, the other aspect of this that I want to briefly touch on is, I think it is a great litmus test for how I'm doing as a person in dealing with my life, that if this news had come out about 8 years ago, I would have been devastated, weeping on the floor. And that doesn't mean that it's because the show was better back then. I mean, it kind of was, but that's not the main thing. The main thing is, I had a lot less grasp on my mental health back then. I was still living in a body which I was utterly repulsed by, and I, was undiagnosed for bipolar disorder. I had all sorts of things going on in my life. And now I'm at a point where I am comfortable in my own skin. I can regulate my emotions. And sure, the world is scary right now, but I feel better than I've ever felt before in my entire life. And I think that's probably why Doctor Who being canceled doesn't hurt so much. So if you are somebody who Doctor Who being canceled is devastating for you, I want you to ask yourself, what else do you have going on in your life? Because this show should not be your main support system. It's okay if it becomes that for a brief period of time, but if you want to be a person who has a healthy love of life, you got to go out there and experience it, You got to find like-minded people and spend time with them, not just on the computer. And I understand that's hard if the majority of your friends are international, and but you can make friends where you're at as well, and both of them are just as valid. But what I'm saying is, when you have a real connection with people, it really helps. And I mean, the 14th Doctor did it. And how was to put this? If the Doctor goes on adventures, why don't you?